What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us on this wonderful Sunday night where we get to play a little bit of Alien with this amazing crew. Heading up the On Tilt is the name of the ship. And this is going to be a good episode. I feel like chat's got some good rolling to do tonight for what I have planned. But before we dive into our crazy story and getting into things, we need to tend our first order of business, which is to allow Juniper to talk about another game and stream that they are part of. And I really enjoy it. So I like to promote that and get it out there. So, Juniper, it's all yours.
Sure. Okay, so the stream Ray's talking about is the Moonstone Matriarchy, which is an all-female D&D 5e campaign, which happens over on the D and Denial Twitch channel on Saturdays, 8 p.m. EST. And it's a lot of fun. It's a great dynamic group. Like there's so much drama. There's, oh my God, the level of innuendo. It's just, it's terrible. We can't help ourselves. It's a really fun group. So come and join us on Saturdays.
And there you have it. Very good stream, very good show. Lots of hilarious moments. There's some drama too, though. But I definitely live for the chaos, and it's definitely there's a lot of that. So let's kind of do a quick recap, just super brief. Basically, our intrepid crew came together under the guise of building a new corporation from scratch from Darius Toten, who was trying to put things together. He had a few of his own little secrets too. Sent the crew on their first mission, which was to retrieve his children who had mysteriously vanished and mysteriously reappeared just as our crew got their ship. Weird, huh? And the crew flew out there, found the daughter, and are now preparing to head back. So we pick up with the crew having reboarded the On Tilt. Everybody's kind of trying to figure out what to do with these survivors of this mysterious ship. And so we're just gonna pick it up there. Like we're gonna say you all just got back on the ship. Lance Corporal Deacon still has the daughter over his shoulder, and y'all can just take it away.
At this point, did we have the rest of the crew in the airlock as well, or was this where were we at exactly?
I believe they were in their airlock, and then we had the
Right.
daughter in our airlock,
Mm-hmm.
and we had just scanned them clear, if I remember correctly. They have a cancer,
Yeah.
but not a little friend.
Yep.
So then we were going to try to scan the rest, seeing if we could do it through
the airlock.
We can certainly give that a try.
With some discussions on what to do when and if any of them are actually containing any friends, any little guys.
Samples that might be
Stowaways.
worth money.
Yeah, how many were there in the airlock? People?
I'm just an elected
Five?
official. I can't.
That's 5 or 6-ish.
It was something like
Yeah,
that.
because there were seven total, so 6 plus the daughter.
Cool. So I'm assuming I have to roll for every single one of them.
I'm not going to subject you to that, but go ahead and, given that this is a little bit different than just scanning somebody, you're actually trying to finagle something here. Let's do wits plus medical aid. A little bit different of a roll.
Okay.
I'd like to do the help action if I can.
Perfect.
Alrighty.
Supervising.
As Brooks does.
What do I want? I forgot. I'm sorry.
Sixes.
No, I didn't get any, but I didn't get any ones. I remember the bad
Hey,
ones.
all right.
Yeah.
But no
No
sixes.
success. Yeah, no sixes, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, you're doing the roughneck thing and trying to push this machine beyond its normal limits to do the scan through the airlock and everything. And just unfortunately, it's not quite working out. Uh, it needs a little bit more proximity closeness.
I'm gonna turn to, I guess, kind of like Deacon, and be like, I just, I can't get a reading. Like, they're not. I can't do it through the airlock, and I just don't think it's worth going in there.
I don't think we should open that door.
I
I
think,
had eyes on a confirmed egg.
yeah. I think Brooks will kind of look at Susanna, kind of looking to like, how far are we looking to push this?
Well, here's an idea. Can we partially vent the airlock or, pump it full of nitrogen or something so that our crew goes to sleep, do a quick scan, come back out? Would that work?
That's not gonna put that thing to sleep if there is said thing.
So how would we neutralize or put them to sleep?
Kill it?
I think an incapacitation of the host. How quickly can this thing get out of a body? Do we even know?
We don't know, and that's what should scare you.
I think we vent it, right? Susanna has an excellent idea. We vent it, incapacitate the host. We close the airlock behind us. No skittering inside the ship. We have 3 gunmen and 1 potential host. Like, what is it? Ugh. 1 potential alien entity. I think those are odds I'm comfortable with.
If we open that door, people are gonna die. And when the shit hits the fan, I want you to remember I said don't do it. And I won't be there to help you.
Where will you be then?
Helping my family.
At the same time, we knew risks would be involved taking a job like this.
And how will we ever learn more about these things if we never get samples?
How you ever gonna tell anyone if you're dead?
Susanna, can you see about getting some something pumped in or out of that room? Let's see if that's even a possibility first.
Sure. I'll go and find a, electronic panel or something and see what I can finagle.
How close is James to the panel of just disconnecting? Is he like hovering above it?
At this point, Ash is going to be on comms going, okay, Deacon, James, what's going on? This is taking too long.
I don't think James went with you all.
I told
No,
James to stand by the emergency release lock.
For manual release. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's just standing there at his post, hand on the release lever, just waiting for that word.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Deacon goes on comms to respond to Ash. The officer wants to scan everybody in.
That's a very bad idea.
At this point, Brooks is going to go up to the comms. We just need to be sure.
They want to knock everybody out. So I'm sorry. So we can.
These are
scan
6
them.
lives. Appealing to your humanity, these are 6 lives we're dealing with here. Are you willing to just condemn 6 people to death without even knowing whether they could be infected?
If you open that door, our 6 lives are in danger.
Odds are they're already dead. They just don't know it yet.
We've seen 1 egg. What are
That's
the
all it
chances of?
takes.
Was the egg open? I can't remember what we saw.
It was at a pretty large distance.
Yeah. But I do believe that I had everybody roll, and at least one person did see that it was open.
Okay.
If we open that door, the blood is on y'all's hands, not mine.
I'm okay with that. Susanna, how are we with the venting or atmosphere situation?
Can I do like a Comtech roll or something to see if I can?
Absolutely.
Can I give the help action?
Yep.
Thank you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. There's no. Are we stressed at the moment? Where's my stress? No stress at the moment. Okay. Motherfucker. No 6s and 3 1s.
So you're punching buttons and, twisting the knobs. Very 80s esque panel that you're dealing with here. And it does not appear that you can vent or introduce other chemicals into the airlock.
Shit.
Unfortunately, that's not an option by the looks of it. Brooks, what do we do?
There's a lot of unknowns for me personally. Everyone else is telling me it's a bad idea. I think we just have to cut our losses now, Susanna. At the same time, I think Brooks is going to get close to Susanna, which obviously is going to be a lower tone. So I'm not sure how much Deacon and Phoebe are going to overhear.
There's
This can
dice
go
for that.
really, yeah. Susanna, this can go really bad for us as far as everyone else in the crew.
I heard nothing.
I think we're just going to have to let this go. I'm sorry for both of our sakes, for all of our sakes, truly. But if we can't do this safely, we don't do it.
Understood.
From what you know, this can be a very bad situation very quickly, right?
Yeah, you are right. I guess it's always a matter of risk versus reward, but perhaps the risk is too great this time.
Yeah. I think look at James and be like, go ahead and hit the button, James. And turns around. They're not going to look at the 6 people just get vented out.
I watch.
Deacon will.
Zana watches.
Yeah.
All right. So James pulls the lever, the airlock disengages. There's like a 0.3 second scream of people and then nothing.
That's the worst pull the lever cronk I've ever.
Oh god.
Yeah, I think
Deacon will take Sleeping Beauty here, set her up in a cabin.
Well, I'm gonna more or less turn to Deacon and be like, "Can you take her to the med bay and kind of follow him out that way, so I could start kind of like a whole reading of her vitals and everything like that."
Okay.
After you.
I think Brooks will follow with
Cool.
just supervising.
I
just
suppose I should
curious.
ask real quick. We just watched people go out an airlock. Does anybody gain stress from that?
I feel like that's justified that everyone would get a point of stress. I mean,
Yeah.
Brooks, even though not watching, like you still heard people screaming for their lives.
Beep boop. I think Brooks, as they're kind of following the entourage towards the med bay, how does James look, having pulled the lever?
He actually looks extremely devoid of emotion.
I don't know if that's better. I think that's just gonna kind of tuck that in and maybe just keep a closer eye on him a little bit later.
That's great.
That's just like a screensaver just bounces around.
Fantastic.
Not it going up the.
I feel like it's like one of those DVD symbol things that just keeps bouncing.
I moved my little thing. Y'all are fine. Everyone's fine. I made the logical decision. It's not android behavior.
All right, I gotta have an Android card too, but mine's gonna be bigger and flashier.
Hey.
Nice.
Oh,
Wonderful. wonderful.
while
All right.
heading to the med bay,
Nice.
Deacon is also going to start just bantering, talking about anything and everything except for what we just dealt with.
Brooks is icy. They're not letting any of it show. They've definitely made decisions like that before.
Meanwhile, Ash has his feet up on the console, waiting for.
Yeah. I don't know if Ash did you take a stress point? You were kind of far away.
Yeah, I probably. I just see the bodies floating past the window. Got resolved.
Oh my god.
Man, I gotta buff that out.
Yeah. I mean, could Ash see if any little thing has popped out of a stomach or something? Yeah, validate our send off.
So I'm gonna say that nothing has popped out of any people that are now floating in space. However, with the wonderful roll of 1 by Tofu Chipmunk, one of these ejectees, we'll call them, managed to hold their breath and not freeze to death immediately. And as they kind of float by the windscreen, or not windscreen because there's no wind in space, the view screen, like they kind of claw at it and then stiffen up and just kind of float off into the abyss.
Ray, what the fuck, man?
Rage against the dying of the light.
Whee!
Alright.
Ash is checking charts to see if there's a nearby sun that we can nudge the ship into.
Ash is like, somebody say something?
Oh god.
Oh yeah, I suppose in this case we would sterilize. I mean, we don't want anyone else finding this thing.
Do we have any weapons? Do we call it into somebody? Because, does
Well,
Deacon say that out loud?
If nothing else, either that or a biocontamination buoy of some kind. Because that worked so well in the first movie.
Brooks is wondering if the selling of the location of that ship would be worth any money.
Well, Deacon is not going to follow up on it. This is above his pay grade, but he suggests that
Yeah.
to Brooks while they're walking.
Yeah. Brooks
Ash
will look
starts
into it.
to compose the message to the client. We got here, but everybody's dead, so we're
Except
sorry.
your daughter. You
What's
got to
the
lead
next
with
ship?
that.
All right. So, what is the? 1 second. Let me pull this up here. We'll do Comtech and Wits.
Oh. For what? For who?
Is that to contact them?
Or
Yeah,
to-
to send the message for Ash to send a message. It's the 80s. Tech isn't that great.
Wait a sec. Is Ash telling
Look at my
the
mobile
client
phone.
that the kids are both dead? Is that what's going on?
Giving
Or
the
did I miss
basic
something?
that everybody on the ship's dead except for the one. They're in hopefully cryo or whatever. But sorry, we didn't rescue everybody. Where do we go?
That'd be a bugaboo. Sorry, your daughter's dead.
2 6s.
All right, beautiful. You're able to send the message off, and it doesn't encounter any kind of weird space stuff, and it does read as delivered. However, you don't get anything back.
They ain't got no love for us.
You're on your own in space.
Yeah. Well,
Technically, we also rescued part of the sun.
oh Lord.
Just in case anyone forgot about the cannibalism.
Damn.
Very important.
Lord.
There's going to be a whole bunch of viewers that are like, wait, what?
There's a test later. People ate people. It happened.
Maybe
Um,
that'll help you feel better about ejecting them. You know, just kind of like. "Ooh."
We don't
Yeah.
believe you have feelings.
Cannibal by
Well, that
necessity.
hurts my feelings.
So Susanna, what are you doing while everybody else is, heading to med bay and all that?
What's James doing?
He's walking towards like the engineering section. Isn't saying anything, isn't riding his skateboard. He's just walking. He's almost got like that 1,000-yard stare going on.
I'd like to talk to him. If I can sort of chase him down. James, a moment.
Yeah, what's up?
I understand you've had dealings with xenomorphs before. I was wondering if you would be able to share your experience.
I mean, I don't remember a lot of it, but I suppose I can share as much as I remember, I suppose.
That'd be great. What do you remember?
I remember a lot of alarms, and then there's like some fuzzy bits, and then there was some screaming, and then a little bit more fuzzy bits, and then I woke up in a cave, or like the basement area, but like there was some kind of cave in the wall, and I couldn't move. I remember not being able to move. And then there was some more fuzzy bits. And then I remember feeling like I was kind of conscious but kind of unconscious, but it felt like I was kind of like choking on something. And then
On something.
there was some more fuzzy, and then y'all showed up. Oh, and then
Okay.
this doctor lady got real dead.
Oh, what happened?
Well, the xenomorph thing, it was crazy. It like started to grow like instantly. I mean, just growing out of control, and it was like double the normal size. Maybe that's something that they do. Maybe that's a normal thing. I'm guessing. I mean, but then it like grabbed hold of her, and like its little mouth came out and just kind of destroyed her brains.
That's
It made a
one way to put it.
lot of mess. It was really gross.
I don't suppose you noticed anything that could have potentially triggered this growing in size?
No, everything was just like going crazy, and like that deacon guy, he was shooting at it and everything, and like everything was going awesome. And then all of a sudden it just started growing.
Okay. Wonder if it's a stress response or something. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Um,
Maybe it's like a reaction to bullets.
Potentially stress response to physical penetration, I guess. Um,
Grow up. Grow up,
sorry,
everyone.
I had
Grow
to. I'm so sorry, I had to.
Phrasing.
Um, okay.
Pause.
Don't, don't suppose. Would James, would you be willing at some point in the next couple of days to allow me to um, do a scan of your brain to see what's happening?
Sure.
That would be wonderful. I just feel that the more information we have, the better prepared we can be for potential dangers that are clearly becoming less potential and more actual dangers at the moment.
I mean, yeah, I'll work with you and whatnot. I mean, I already told the doctors that they sent to the house. Like I told them everything I knew already, and
Who sent the doctors?
oh, Wayland Utani sent them. Like, real nice, free of charge.
That is James's brain. Okay. Did they do scans and everything? Did they check you out fully?
Well, it was kind of weird. They did like a scan of like my chest and like my stomach, and then they asked me a whole bunch of questions, and then they left.
Huh. Okay. Well, hopefully I can fill a potential gap that they missed and maybe give you a bit more information about what's happening in that head of yours. So, yeah. I guess once this situation is dealt with, I'll come find you once we have a moment of downtime. Thank you.
Right on. And he just kind of continues heading on.
I'm going to go write down everything you said before I forget it. So I'll
Nice.
sequester myself away for 5 minutes.
Okay. Ash, are you setting a course for home? I'm guessing. So,
Yeah, and barring any other instructions, we'll just return.
okay, we'll just do a agility and piloting check, and while you are doing that, the rest of the crew gets into the medical bay. You get the daughter laid down comfortably on the bed and everything, so y'all can discuss, and Phoebe, you can let me know what you're doing.
Yeah, so for that, just kind of doing like a full vital scan and everything, trying to also, I don't remember if I could tell exactly what type of cancer she has, but if I didn't last time, then trying to figure that part out. That way I can kind of give like a whole synopsis one to like her father when we get to him, but also if there's anything that we have here, then I'll try to start treating her, or if I find anything else type deal. So
I think
yeah, that's
my
more or
note-
less what I'm doing. And I have my little iPad with like, the notes and everything from Kara, and I'm just like kind of scrolling through as I'm still doing all that.
Okay.
The notes I have said that she had esophageal cancer. So that was,
Oh, in the throat.
yeah.
Okay.
So just to keep it kind of linear.
Mhm.
Brooks will look at Phoebe. Phoebe, is there anything that you need before you get started?
Just probably IV packs at least to see if there's any in here. I didn't see it when we first came in, but maybe it's in like a storage room or something. That way we can at least set her up on IV while I continue testing.
I'll see to it. So Brooks will, I guess, go wandering. We'll check this room for IV. Oh, no, she looked in this room. But guess go see if there's anything in storage for IV packs.
Okay.
2 6s on the piloting check.
Ooh.
Hey, no blown engine this time.
Hell yeah.
Ash lights them puppies up, and everybody kind of feels the ship go into motion. And so everyone, you're aware that the vehicle is traveling, but it's not like throwing you around or anything like that. So, Deacon, what are you doing?
I am with Phoebe in the medbay, keeping a watch on our passenger. Shotgun drawn just in case, and just observing, trying to. And then as soon as she's done with her, I plan on basically sticking to her like glue.
Fair point. Okay, so Phoebe, we're gonna need some. What do we got? Some medical rolls.
Yeah.
Let's do medical aid and empathy.
Alrighty. No 6s.
Well, luckily I'll let you roll another die for Kara's notes being like essentially a help action. And don't forget that you also have a stress die.
Ah, scheiße. Okay. Nothing on both. Just 4s.
Dang. All right, so you are conducting your scans. It's pretty standard medical stuff. But as you are scanning her esophagus region, you see, very clearly the tumor that you saw before. But this time with a little bit more time and a little better scanning, you notice that this isn't just your everyday run-of-the-mill like tumor. This almost looks like a golf ball sized amniotic sac.
Oh god.
Shit.
Do I realize that? Like, do I realize what I'm looking at?
You do, because like with a tumor, it often looks different on a scan. It's like a solid like white color, but this one is more of like a see-through color. Like it's obviously a fluid-filled sac.
Oh, well, Phoebe's definitely gonna pause. Can I? Not that I want it, but I feel like that adds another stress level to me. Oh my lord.
Deacon, seeing the look on Phoebe's face, goes, "What is it, Doc?"
As much as we tried not to, we brought one on board. It's
Thanks. I wanted a stress dice too.
yeah. I think we need to put her back in the airlock, but go get is she a doctor? Do I call her Dr. Susanna?
Yeah, she has a PhD, so yeah.
Okay.
Dr.
Yeah,
Susanna.
good. We need to get the doc. If she wants to look at anything, now's her time, but we need to get her back in that airlock.
Okay. Deacon will pick her back up and take her to the airlock.
Okay. I think at this point, Brooks went to go find Susanna. Is going to have a quick convo with her. Susanna, do you have a moment? I'm looking
course,
for
come
IV bags. Yeah, and so they kind of stumble in to this lab. Do you have any IV bags? Something for fluids, I guess? She didn't specify what should be in them.
Oh my
I do
lord.
have standard I do have standard isotonic saline. I use it in my preparations for growing media. So yeah, I do have some of that.
Okay.
I'll go and get a couple of bags out.
While you're getting those bags, Susanna, how much contact do you keep with the people that you used to work with?
Depends which people you're talking about.
Anyone, I'll speak candid, anyone that would pay for the location of a known infestation. We can at least do the next best thing.
I know people who know people.
How do you feel about reaching out to those people? Is it any sort of subterfuge on our end? Are we going to be making more allies than money, or more enemies than money?
I think it's probably in our best interest, to be honest. There's no point just leaving potential specimens out there to float in space. And, well, like you said, there is the money consideration. It would earn us some points with the people that I know.
Would they respect the deals of a contract? Or are we looking at being strong-armed?
That I don't know. That is a risk we may have to take.
Best case,
What's
right?
the alternative?
Well, I think the money's a given. The money before sharing the location. What I'm also hoping for your benefit is to negotiate a share of info about the things that they find. Just kind of keep a tab open. I'm not sure. Considering I've never heard about these things, it seems like that would be a much harder deal to strike.
I can't say I've ever been involved in a joint venture like this before. Normally, in the dealings I've had previously, normally I've been the one collecting the samples and finding the information myself and then passing that on and getting the reward for that. Look, I can't see any better option. The only other option is that we don't tell anybody. So
Yeah. Well,
I
if you
think
can,
that's our only path forward.
if you can give me some contact info to someone that's going to be at least open to a negotiation, I'm sure it would help to have you being a known entity. It's not like we're going to go to the media.
How about I put some feelers out? The people that I talk to might prefer to have me be the contact.
Understood.
But I will loop you in on everything.
Yeah. If you would like, I'm not sure how familiar you are with contracts, but at least having it be a little more ironclad, I'm always here to help. But just, actually,
Absolutely.
Deacon brought it up. And then with that, I think they're actually gonna, and about what we had to do to those 6 people, it had to be done. And I think I'll actually roll to be a counselor and lower the stress.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Are you all right with that, Ray?
Yeah.
And so it's command.
So many dice.
It's so many dice with a success, so your stress is lowered.
Yay!
At the end of the day, I made a call. It's given what I was presented, it would have been, God forbid, one of those things get on the ship. Is my understanding.
I do understand.
Can I take that moment to on the intercom be like, Ash, how much longer until we get back to the planet? We brought one of them on the ship.
What the fuck?
You feel the ship accelerate a little bit more.
I look at Brooks and then just start sprinting for the other one.
Yeah, I think the saline bags, put them on whatever counter's closest to me, unrefrigerated. Nothing. I don't care. And I think Susanna and Brooks start making it down the hall together, and not being alone is what we're getting at.
Right.
Mhm.
And my reply is, throw her out.
It's like, she's in the airlock. Like, we're kind of good.
Cool, I'll open that door. Give me a sec.
I think we were probably running down the hallway the wrong way, Susanna and I, and then we run back towards the other, like, shit.
Like the Benny Hill theme song starts playing.
Now I'll be like,
So, before we get ahead of ourselves here,
yeah.
so Phoebe has made the announcement. Deacon is heading towards the airlock carrying this thing. Deacon, I need you to make me an observation roll.
Uh-oh.
I are good observer.
Oh no.
Nothing.
Cool. The good news is the esophagus is soft. So this thing does not get dorsal spines. Erupting from the daughter's throat, spreading blood and saliva all over Deacon's backside. This small, about a third of a meter long. So about what is a third of a
foot.
meter? That'd be a foot.
Yeah.
This very xenomorph-like creature comes out. Imagine if a xenomorph was a dog.
Oh no.
It basically erupts from her throat and immediately and violently begins attacking you.
Oh
So,
fuck!
I gotta grab. So I needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. What is your armor rating?
6.
Ooh, all right. So you manage to only take 1 point of damage if it's a damaging attack. So what I have to do now is turn to the creature and get its attacks. And hopefully, well, nobody rolled a 6 from chat, so good news.
Good news, everyone.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Okay, so this thing snarls and bites hold of your leg. The normal damage would be 2, but because of your armor rating, you only take 1 point of damage. However, it does say the attack, if it causes damage, it automatically inflicts a critical injury. In fact, number 53. So
What?
the question is, what is the critical injury number 53?
If someone else gets their brain eaten, I swear to God, Ray.
Blame the game designers? I'm just the messenger?
It's gravity's fault.
Sorry, I didn't save this page for some reason, so now I gotta go and hunt it down. Critical injuries.
Oh,
my
don't
God.
99.
That's a leg artery. A leg artery cut.
Is it really?
That's what it says. Yeah, 53 for critical injuries.
Leg artery cut.
Oh my God. It says yes, it's fatal. -1, 1 turn, can't use arm. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, leg. Sorry, can't.
It is fatal.
Yes, -1.
Well, it's an artery.
Run becomes a slow action. I got
All
confused
right,
by
yeah.
that.
So Deacon is basically
Damn.
running at half speed at this point with an artery shooting blood all over the floor.
Okay.
Is it still latched onto me?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Do I get to go?
I'm a product from Amazon.
Oh no.
Oh wow, there was a whole bunch of so there was back, I say. Yeah. So go ahead, Deacon. What is your response?
I have one question. How far away is the airlock?
Too far.
Okay. Considering his state of mind, he would have had his shotgun still pulled while carrying her in his other arm. Would be my assumption. In which case, he's just gonna. I mean, he'll hit the deck obviously because he can't use his leg anymore. But I'll try to get an angle on the creature and essentially, quote unquote, this is gonna fucking hurt. And I will shoot the shotgun at point blank range at this thing.
Holy shit.
I enjoy that very much.
Let me see here.
Where are we?
Is this going to be a
Please,
ranged
all of the
combat
ones.
roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Please, all the ones. All
Did
of
I
the
gain
ones.
any stress from the loss of my leg, or did it happen too quickly?
Oh no, you gain stress. Yeah.
Cool. So that's 3 stress dice.
I love how calmly you asked that. Do I gain any stress from having just shot my own leg off?
That was before just shooting. I have 2 successes, no ones on the stress, and that's 3 damage.
Wow. Okay. Where's my? Okay, it takes all 3 damage. So it disengages from your leg. It has a huge chunk taken out of its armor. And it's at this point that both you and Phoebe notice that even though this thing has just hatched, we'll say, you notice that it is still growing in size.
Where's
It
Toph?
is continuing to grow.
Summon
Phoebe, I'm
Tofu.
going to give you an action before Brooks and Susanna show up. Now, Brooks, Susanna, both of you very clearly hear the signature sound of a shotgun being fired in a spaceship.
I think Brooks carries 2 pistols on them, and as they're running, Susanna, do you have a gun?
So this is a question for Ray. At the start of the game, I did not have a gun. I have since on my character sheet purchased a gun, but do I have that gun right now, or will that come later?
Sure, yeah, I'll say that you have it on you.
Sweet.
You're so sweet, Ray.
Am I not a kind god?
Well,
Worship me.
I'm gonna even though this thing is like fucking grown in size, I do recognize that this is like a critical injury, and like my first priority would be Deacon. So I want to use my talent field surgeon to try to treat his fatal injury, or critical injury, I guess is what it's called.
Yep, critical injury.
But I'm still rolled by stress die with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, 1 success and 1 failure. Sorry, but my stress die there was nothing. But yeah, I had 1 success and
There you go. That's what
It
matters.
might only count on stress.
Didn't
okay.
make it worse.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, remembering what happened the last time you met one of these stupid creatures, Phoebe goes into medical mode, and you're able to put on a tourniquet probably to get the bleeding to stop.
Yeah, I think she's just so stressed out. Like she's not even saying anything. She's just like full, like just hyper focused on keeping him from bleeding out.
Cool. Brooks, Susanna, you come around the corner to see Deacon on the floor holding a smoking shotgun.
Puddle of blood.
Phoebe, like, tourniqueting his leg, and this blood burster is like growing in between you two, like it's growing between y'all and them. So y'all kind of have it flanked at this point.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try and shoot. Well, here's a question. I have a talent called analysis, which I can get information about the thing. It would reduce. Well, if I succeed, it would reduce people's stress. But I'm just wondering, above the table in this situation, is it better that we keep our stress for the moment, so that we have more dice to roll for shit?
As long as I have one, I'm fine. And I have plenty right now.
Plenty of stress.
Okay, I might leave the observation for now, I think, because honestly, I think the first thing she would do is just try and shoot the damn thing. Making sure to not have, allies on the other side if we're flanking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Go ahead and roll your what is it? Ranged plus agility.
Looks like it.
Yep.
Ranged plus agility, and my gun has a +1. That's another die I add to that too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Please hit him, please hit him,
2 sixes. 2 sixes, and it does 1 damage, and it's armor piercing.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not even going to roll for that then, because if it's armor piercing. So the bullet finds home and kind of knocks it off of its game a little bit, kind of stumbles around. Its blood trickles onto the floor, and all of you see that it begins melting through the metal grates in the floor.
What's the bulkhead situation like?
What level of ship are we on?
Oh no, Tofu is going crazy pants in chat,
No,
and
Tofu.
has given Susanna, Brooks, Phoebe, Ash, and Deacon all 1 point of stress.
Tofu!
Fair. That's fair. I mean,
thanks.
that's one more.
That
Honestly
is
fair,
kind of
but
fair.
still.
That is kind of fair.
Yeah.
You get a stress.
You get a stress. Everybody gets a stress. Oh my god.
So, Brooks.
Yeah, that bulkhead situation. What are we, between us and them, behind us?
Between you two and the bloodburster.
There's one.
Yes, if you close the bulkhead, you would definitely seal Phoebe and Deacon on the other side with it.
All right.
Been nice knowing you. Bye.
Yeah. No, I think.
I didn't love them.
No, I think I'm actually gonna use a command on Susanna. I am sorry, Juniper.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to tell you to run, and kind of, Susanna, duck, get behind something. I'm gonna get this thing to follow me. Shut that door when you're on the other side with the two of them. And
How does this work? Can I roll to resist, or do I just have to blindly follow this order?
so you can roll to resist. So I would roll. I think we make opposing rolls. I forget how that works.
Yours is command. Juniper's is against Juniper's manipulation.
Okay.
Oh, I have fuck all manipulation. I'm just going to follow that order. There's no point in me actually rolling. All right,
yeah.
I follow that order.
So I think how likely would this thing be to chase me, right? If I shoot at it a bunch, make a lot of noise, I guess I'll try that
All
in the
right.
moment. So let's make a ranged attack. I actually roll quite a lot of dice.
Oh, darn.
Oh, with the stress, which I now have 3 of.
Come on, panic.
Fuck. 2 successes, but also a panic.
Yeah, my
Oh,
favorite.
Yeah.
no.
Okay, 2 successes. How much damage does that do?
I don't know if the
And
successes stack like that. I think I just do the 1
No,
damage armor piercing.
you do, yeah. But
Okay.
it's armor piercing, so that's. I think. What is that weapon? It's 2 damage or 3?
1 damage for the EV pistol.
Okay. All right. So you have successfully.
Maybe me
Shot the
looking more
creature.
afraid with panic. Do you want me to roll 2 dice for a panic?
Do you want to roll the 2 dice, or should we let chat roll the 2 dice?
Chat.
Chat. Let's go with
Yeah.
chat. Maybe my
Chat.
fear will make me
We
a
need someone to
delicious.
blame.
Yeah.
So, chat, I need 2 dice rolls. Remember, there is a little bit of a delay on it, so if somebody actually gets it, it might take a few seconds before you're able to roll it and get a result as well. But I need 2 dice rolls, and we'll say that the panic sets in when you realize your plan is working perfectly. This thing fully has you in its sights. And looks like your panic
think-
roll is a 26.
Oh, where's the panic table? Please.
26.
Oh, no, wait.
I was gonna say it's
I was gonna say.
Well, yeah, I forget, you got to add them together. So 8 plus your stress, yes? Is that how that works?
Resolution. Roll a d6, add your current stress level, and check the table to the right. So I think it's just 1d6.
Okay, so yeah, so 1d6. I was thinking the critical is 2d6s.
I was gonna
So,
say,
all right.
26 would have been 2 permanent mental traumas.
Yes. So we're looking at what, 5 then? Right? You have 3 stress dice or
I do.
3
I have
levels of
3
stress.
stress dice. Yeah.
All right, plus Tofu's 2, so that gives us a 5. So you're keeping it together.
All right. So I'm gonna be, come over here, you bitch. Still shooting, and I'm gonna actually start running. Hopefully to some sort of cover that isn't just a hallway.
Okay. So yeah, it does that whole like up on the wall kind of run after you. As you are running down the hallway, lights flickering, this thing is like hot on your heels coming up around behind you. The question is, what is the speed on this thing? Is it faster than you?
The moment there's an
Yeah,
airlock,
no.
I'm gonna try to slam it down somehow. Very alien isolation panic.
Hide under a
Alright.
table, why don't you?
I'm good. I'm looking for a room to hide under something. I'm pulling up the stealth now.
I need a blanket for this
Oh.
combat.
It has a mobility of 9.
Damn.
What is your mobility?
You're gonna
What
die.
is my mobility?
Oh no.
Mine's 0, Ray.
I don't have anything in mobility.
Oh, true.
I have a 4 in agility. That's what I got.
All right, so yeah, it is definitely catching up to you. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a little game of chance. Brooks, you tell me Is my roll higher or is my roll lower?
Your roll's higher.
No, bro.
My roll is a 2. So
Mm.
this thing is coming after you, hot and heavy. You slam the nearest bulkhead button, which slams it shut. Unfortunately, it leaps through the air, making an attack at you. So
Okay.
it's close combat attack.
I wanted to yell at you like the price is right. Lower, lower.
Yeah. Lower.
Ray usually
Um,
rolls really well when he's trying to kill people, so I was going off of that.
Oh, is
Stat.
that what he's trying to do?
That's
Well,
fair.
he's succeeding.
Okay, cool. This works in your favor actually. So here's how this goes down. This thing
Yeah, I'll roll.
lunges at you.
Mhm.
Oh, Rage spent some points, huh?
Oh
What is-
no.
No.
Oh,
no.
beautiful.
No.
Thank you, Rage.
Oh no.
So
R.I.P.
so yeah, the target automatically hits.
Fuck.
So the beautiful thing about that is now I get to roll this. Actually, I'm going to let chat roll. Chat, give me a d6 roll. Let's see what the attack is that comes at Brooks. And then don't forget, if you have points, if it it's my favorite number. So remember that if chat does not like this outcome, they can spend points to try and do a reroll. But as of right this moment, Brooks, you are being subjected to a throat bite.
Oh no.
The bloodburster leaps through the air, barely missing the closing door. And yeah, mouse. Listen for what happens. So the bloodburster flies through the air, grabs hold of Brooks's throat. The thingamajigger, the table here says roll for the attack using 8 base dice, but thanks to your lovely channel point spend, I don't have to roll. It deals 1 damage. If the attack causes damage, it automatically inflicts critical injury number 61 and triggers an immediate panic roll.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Anybody
so
still have the critical?
ruptured jugular. It is fatal. 1 round. Stamina is -1. Can I say that I had gotten Deacon to like a good, like stable point, and did we get shut off, or could I like have
You
been
got shut
chasing
off.
after? Oh man.
Yeah, we're in an empty hallway now.
See, and even I screwed up and misread what Rage said. Rage said that they meant for Brooks to hit auto.
Oh.
Oh, Rage
Like,
isn't trying to
was
kill
it?
me.
Rage is not trying to kill you.
Oh.
So we're gonna retcon all this. Okay,
My
Oh
neck.
my
your neck is intact.
For the
Even
moment.
better. This is
I was
what
looking up the coup de grace where you die with it. Where I'm like, I'm taking this bitch with me.
There we go, and that is perfect clarification. I'm gonna post this up.
Hell yeah, Rage.
Boop. I
Let's
always spend my
go.
points in the group's favor. So Rage is
Oh,
for the
thank
group.
you.
That's amazing.
the anti-toku.
The antidote. All right. So Brooks, you turn, slam that button. The door comes down, and actually, like chops off the front arm of this creature as it's reaching for you. It sends acid blood in a splatter against the bulkhead, which begins, bubbling and causing it to kind of corrode and melt away. And doubling back to chat's previous rolls of a 3, the creature then uses its turn to do number 3, which is with a snarl, the bloodburster flees. It moves 2 zones in a single action and into the nearest air duct.
Oh no.
Now, because the bulkhead door is closed, and all of this happened while the rest of the party was like down the hallway, the PCs lose line of sight. The combat ends, and the creature enters stealth mode.
I have the things that Ash is going to do the second he heard the gunshots.
Okay.
Going to slam us off course, shut down the engines, and pull the shotgun.
Ash is definitely prepared this time.
And then I regret this, but go sneaking down the hall to see if I find anybody still intact.
Yeah.
I love that Ash would do that.
Is there a comm like on the door panel, kind of like some sort of ship communication? I'm guessing.
Well, there is, but we're going to resolve with Ash real quick first, who is creeping down the halls. Obviously, everything is, after that gunshot, everything is very quiet. So we're going to have you do a observation width.
Okay.
Can I give the bonus action? I wanted to use the ship comm to be like, it's in the vents.
I got a bunch of
Could I
sixes.
see through like a
Okay.
glass or something?
Ash, you come around the corner to see Brooks kind of like standing, hand still on the bulkhead close button and about to reach for the intercoms.
Okay.
You are not startled, so you do not accidentally shoot Brooks.
See,
Am I startled?
I told you to leave everybody on the other ship and go on. Now look what you did.
Fuck you, Ash! I didn't bring anyone on board. You walked right by her on board. Brooks is the whole officer things drop. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So, do the doors have like a window or anything to view through it?
No, it's
No.
a solid steel door.
Intership communication wise, I think I'll hit it and be like, Susanna, did you make it? Susanna?
Have I got a comms panel as well?
Oh yeah, they're placed far enough around often enough around the ship that you just push the button. Hello.
I'm fine, Brooks. What's happened?
Made it to the door, just barely. Ash is here with me.
Is it off the ship?
No. I don't know quite where it is.
You what?
Look, I barely made it to a door. I have its arm. It's armless.
Okay. Not your fault. Okay. Shit.
Yeah, Brooks, you might want to kick that over. It leaks acid. It's gonna mess shit up.
As I'm
that-
reaching with a foot,
I grab any science lab would be equipped with an acid spill neutralization setup. I'm gonna grab that and just start running back towards where all the acid so I can just go neutralize shit before it destroys too much.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think Brooks will be like, we need to regroup. Everyone needs to be together. How's Deacon?
Well, so he's stable. I like correct me if I'm wrong, right? But with it, you should still have your pack. Everybody should have their own packs on them. So I'm gonna go into Deacon's pack and pull out one of the Naprov Naprovleave?
Napperlip?
Naprolive? Yeah.
No.
And kind of more or less like make him take it. Not that I feel like he would fight that, but just to kind of like de-stress. I'm gonna pop my own. And then it's gonna dawn on me that in my own kit, I would have like my my surgical kit. I am not gonna pretend. This is me, Sarah. I'm not gonna pretend like I know what I would have to do for an artery cut, but like as Phoebe, she somewhat knows, I guess. So I don't really have a good way of explaining what I do, but I'm gonna use my surgical kit.
All right. Good enough right there.
Yeah.
Chat, if any of you know how to repair an artery, we'd love to hear it. So
Step
go
Step by
ahead and
step,
roll.
pictures, diagrams, all welcome.
Needle
Yeah,
and
so
thread
Phoebe,
seals up
go ahead
everything.
and do empathy and medical aid.
Okay, and then I just want to see if the surgical kit gives me any.
I think it
extra?
gives you a +2, yeah?
Yeah, I just wanna.
Juniper?
Hmm?
You were the doctor last time?
Fine.
What?
That was a long time ago.
Hey, look, hold on.
I can't remember.
So surgical kit does a +1 to prevent death,
Okay.
That's good. Preventing death is good.
and then a personal med kit actually does +2, just basic.
Oh, I have that. So could I use that instead? Because like I've already stabilized him with my talent.
Sure.
So +2. And, sorry, let me pull my thing back up. We both took the pills, so I no longer have stress.
I feel like that should give some sort of negative to your roll,
Well,
as your head is just kind of like floating around. Like,
Only if you take too
no,
much.
only if you take 2 though. Only if you take
oh,
2.
okay.
We were briefed.
Yeah.
Phoebe told everyone.
With the last of his consciousness, Deacon will take a second one.
Oh no!
Phoebe's over there like, you're crazy. Hold still.
No, you are crazy, man.
I got a 1 and a 6. Or it
All
doesn't
right.
count because it's not
Yeah.
stress die, right? Okay, yeah.
Correct.
I got a success.
All right. Phoebe begins suturing Deacon's leg up. Obviously, it's not going to be like right as rain where you're going to be running around on it instantly, but at least you're not going to bleed to death.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure Deacon passes out now.
That's fair. I feel like that's fair.
He's no longer
so-
stressed.
Where is everybody going to regroup at? That is the question.
I feel like we would make our way around to where Deacon was, just knowing the
Yeah.
situation that we left.
Okay.
I'd say so.
So Brooks just kind of
is any-
looks. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to ask if anybody is grabbing the leg, or I can grab the leg as well.
It has like a tourniquet like around it. and
Oh,
whatnot.
I meant sorry, I meant the alien leg, not Deacon's
Oh!
leg.
She doesn't give a crap about my leg.
Deacon's fine.
Yeah.
They don't even know if
Get
we're
the
alive or
alien.
dead on this side of the hall,
I'm the
on the
fucking
door.
scientist. I have zero empathy on this character. I'm sorry.
That's fantastic.
I think
You dropped this.
looking at the leg, I don't know if there would be like a safe way for me to pick it up, because the acid splashed everywhere, right? So kind of like
So it
Should
didn't
you
splash everywhere. It was just like where it was cut kind of hit the bulkhead door. So like if you grabbed it by the fingers, the phalanges and like carried it that way to where the blood just dripped out onto the floor, you'd be all right.
You just hold it by the hand like a toddler.
God, I think Brooks, because people did go like, oh, like that acid will get places. They're kind of like, I think they have like more of a fashionable glove, like a worker glove, and then kind of like nothing medical about it, just like.
I'm just imagining Susanna following behind and like neutralizing the drips as we go.
Yeah,
Like,
but
following the breadcrumb trail of acid drips.
just Ash, I left them in such and such corridor. I'm not really sure where. I think we need to get back there. Deacon was in a lot of rough shape when I left.
All right, let's open this door.
Yeah.
Opening the bulkhead door, you see the acid, like the acid pool from where it lost, like it from its stub, and you can see like a trail of it going up into the air vent, and then for a while you can see holes in the vent where the blood was hitting, and then it just kind of stops.
I'll definitely double back to the comm and say that it's in the vents at this point.
Yeah, this ain't good.
Yeah. Just, hey, everyone! Like, it looks like it went into the vents. It's in the walls.
It's in the wall.
Okay. I'm also grabbing my where the fuck is it? My motion tracker. I have a motion tracker thing. I'm assuming that would not work through like the vents. It would only be things that are in line of sight, right? I think.
It would work through the vents.
Since it's
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they used it for the whole
atmospheric
building.
density.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
okay.
so.
Okay. Yeah, I grabbed that. When we regroup, like once everybody's in the same room, I would like to now also do the analysis roll on the leg to try and if I succeed, we can reduce everybody's stress as well. If I could do that.
Do
Sure.
we just say we're all in the hallway with Deacon?
Yeah, just hanging out.
Well, either that or you're carrying me somewhere.
Well, we'll get there, but I mean, I'm not sure if Ray's gonna have him roll to come, or the alien to come out of nowhere and get us on the way.
No.
All right.
Anybody feel like
Benevolently
help
under-
actioning me on the
Oh, shit.
the observation?
Yeah, I
roll?
guess I'll show up with the armor and be like, I guess, I'll explain like how the door came down on it and help action that way.
Sweet. Okay. 2 successes, so I get 2 questions. These are stupid ass questions for this situation. Also everybody's stress goes down by 1. Okay, first question. What problems could it cause?
Hmm. Wow.
Mm,
I think we all know the answer to that.
it could rip out your jugular in an alternate universe.
It's
Um,
obviously acid blood, sharp talons, sharp teeth, fast as hell. Apparently,
Small abrasions.
it is
okay.
not a good boy.
These are all stupid questions.
Well, you hit me with any question. That's okay.
All right, last question. I'm hoping. I'll tell you what the question is, and then I'll tell you how I hope you to interpret the question. The question is, what is its purpose, and how I'm hoping to interpret that is, what is this creature's aim? Like, what is it actually? What does it want to do? If that makes sense.
Motivation.
Okay. Yeah.
Motivation.
it's
Yeah,
motivation.
exactly.
You're getting a sense that, given that it was just a newborn and immediately began attacking everything in sight, it was probably a panic response, more than just trying to murder everyone. And being that it is in the air vents and not immediately finding a way to come after Brooks and Ash, It's likely, or I can't say likely. It's in self-preservation mode at this moment.
Okay. I share all that with the team.
Mhm.
Right. So enough time to get Deacon to the med bay is what you're saying, Susanna. We should have
Yeah.
some pretty unclogged halls. Ash, Phoebe, can you guys help me out? And I imagine,
Yeah.
because you're armored out,
Yes.
Deacon, you're very heavy.
Well, I was gonna say, like, is there any like what is it called?
Like a stretcher?
Yeah, stretcher. Another word for it, but I can't think of it right now.
It attacked
Thanks.
us
It
first.
attacked us.
me
Yeah.
first.
Yep. But yeah, is there like a stretcher around, like at all? Because that would
Sure.
have been my next thing.
Yeah.
So, kind of, even before Brooks is saying anything, I've already like starting to like open it up next to Deacon and everything. Kind of more or less like, can I get some help over here?
Yeah. So I guess Brooks will take the front end of it and is like seeing Ash with the shotgun, like, okay, like picks it up and we start making our way to medbay, I guess, to maybe get a better look at this leg or see if we can get anything else
Mm-hmm.
done that way.
All right. Everybody begins assisting in some shape or form to get Deacon to medbay. Medbay or Deacon, you kind of like flip in and out of consciousness, and like even when you are conscious, you might as well not be because of the napper leave. Like you're in space, man. Like you're just floating upside down, floating upside down this hallway. You know, it's like music coming out of nowhere. It's like, hello, darkness, my old friend.
Damn.
You all make it into medbay, and as you are heading that direction and getting in there, you do hear every now and again this thing like clamoring through the air ducts. Yeah, like a cat on hardwood flooring.
We all are going right together. I'm gonna turn to Ash and be like, "Is there any way to close off these air vents so it's not moving around?"
I don't know. It's a new ship. Like, if we can find a place to seal it off, we can just vent the rest of the ship. But, you know,
Where's
I don't
James?
know if we can do that. Oh dear. If we lose James.
The 3 a.m. cat zoomies. Like,
Yeah, like that would not be something I'd want to hear from this creature. Like,
no, definitely not.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, where is the cat?
Oh
Where is the cat?
no!
I don't know.
maybe the cat is with James.
Oh no! He's
He
allergic.
heard everyone was on board, or it was on board, right? So he's at least aware.
In a catatonic ball in the engineering bay.
That's a really good pun. Yeah, I think when we make it to the med bay, they'll try to raise James on the intercom to get their location.
You hear a voice come back over the intercom, go, shh, it's looking right at me.
Fuck!
And that's where we're going to end this episode for this evening. Thank you all very much for joining us. We appreciate all the rolls from chat. Everything, the channel point spends, everything was amazing. I loved it so much. And thank you to these players for keeping everything lively and fun and certainly not terrifying at all. We love you all very much. We'll see you next month for Aliens. Later.
Bye.
Bye.